Hello once again, Niner Faithful, and welcome back to another episode of 49ers Playbook on the channel that's trying to answer the whys and hows of the game. This past Thursday, the 49ers were able to secure a spot in the playoffs and hosting a playoff game by securing first place in the division with a win over the Seattle Seahawks. The offense leaned on the run game, and some really well-timed and executed calls by Kyle Shanahan led to a couple scoring drives, while the defense suffocated Seattle's explosive offense. Both teams scored 3 times, but the difference was the defense's ability to hold Seattle to 2 field goal drives instead of touchdowns. Ryans called one of his best games of the year, Charvarius Ward showed why he is the number 1 corner the team has been searching for, and the defensive line was relentless in pressuring Geno Smith. The defense was certainly ready for every offensive package Seattle had, and with Christmas right around the corner, you can have your package ready by heading over to manscaped.com right now and using promo code JD49 to take advantage of the holiday super sale going on right now to get 20% off everything store-wide and free shipping. This episode is sponsored by Manscaped. You can head over to manscaped.com and check out all their products from premium shampoo and body wash, classic style razors, body scrubbers, cologne, and deodorant, and of course the star of the lineup, the Lawnmower 4.0. The Lawnmower features their exclusive skin-safe technology, which is all pro when it comes to protecting your package. It's also waterproof to take care of all your business in the shower. And the ultra-bright LED flashlight makes sure you have a Pro Bowl performance by getting all those hard-to-see places. Again, that's manscaped.com and promo code JD49. That's manscaped.com and promo code JD49. You're watching Johnny Dell's Football Academy. So as we've seen much this season, there's been a strong marriage between the coverage and pass rush. Here, the Seahawks would have been able to get DK Metcalf open on a sucker concept. But the pass rush didn't let Geno Smith get to it. Seattle is sliding their line to the weak side, and Kevin Givens is going to beat the guard off the snap, which blows the whole play up and forces Geno out. Then on 3rd and long, Ryans is just going to dial up man coverage with pressure. We're going to come with a 6-man rush by blitzing Gibson and Greenlaw and stunting Nick Bosa around. Seattle actually picks it up schematically, but with the center having to pick up Bosa, it allows Armstead to come free, and with Greenlaw driving the running back back into the pocket, it forces an off-target throw from Geno. The next drive, we force a 3 and out. The Seahawks are expecting 2 zone here, something we'll run a lot of on 3rd and long, so they're going to run Lockett on a crosser, and Goodwin stem inside and run a go route. That's where they want to go with the ball, to get a matchup of Goodwin, one of the fastest players in the league, on Gibson with space down the sideline. But at the snap, we're in a form of cover 3. And Geno loads up to try and hit Goodwin, but sees Lenoir's in perfect position, so he ends up checking it down. And you see the defense swarm for a stop short of the first down. Then on offense, we get a scoring drive after a big explosive from McCaffrey. So we're here with our wide zone, and Trent Williams does a great job on the backside holding up the end. So as the defense attacks hard to the front, it opens up a big cutback lane for McCaffrey, who gets a huge run to get things going. But we get a big 3rd down conversion on the drive. Here it's 3rd and 3, and Seattle is going to try and fool Purdy here. They're going to show 2-man pre-snap. Post-snap, they're going to rotate into a 2 zone and drop a safety into a robber position. We have a levels concept dialed up to the 2-receiver side, which is a basic route paired with a short in route that will put a zone defender in a vertical stretch. And Purdy does a good job of recognizing the zone shift and getting to his key read, who's taken the basic route, and he hits the short end for a first down. Really nice stuff from the rookie quarterback there. Then we get a touchdown to George Kittle. Kyle is going to pull out a play that goes way back. Bill Walsh used to use this play, so it's great to see. It's a play that will fake 2 screens and then release the tight end out late down the middle. Shout out to my friend Jeremy on Twitter, who was able to find the old play art from Bill Walsh here, and this gem from 1987 with Steve Young at quarterback. Then we get the first of back-to-back 3-and-outs started off with a bang. So the Seahawks start out with a 3x2 set, and with a single safety, we're presenting like we're in our cover 3 Mabel, which is cover 3 with the 2-receiver side being in man coverage. Then as Seattle motions lock it across and changes the strength of the formation, you see Mooney Ward drop into off coverage for zone and Hufanga drop down off the edge and come on a blitz. The shift to zone allows the defense to pick up the pick play Seattle was trying to run, and the offense is unable to pick up Hufanga off the edge, who forces a fumble from Geno. Then is 3rd and a mile, and Bosa tips Seattle's attempt for a bubble screen. Then on the next drive, we see Mooney Ward being that true number 1 shutdown corner. DK Metcalf is a prototypical X receiver, that receiver that you're going to put away from the tight end to look to use to be that single coverage beater. This is just one-on-one football, your best receiver versus our best corner. The Seahawks motion to a 4x1 set, so they are isolating Metcalf on Ward, who's pressed at the line. And this is just shutdown corner stuff as he locks up Metcalf for an incompletion. Then a play later on 3rd down, we're going to see some nice gamesmanship from Ryans. So bear in mind, they just tried to isolate Metcalf on Mooney Ward, and so now they're trying to get a more favorable matchup. So they bunch Metcalf and then motion the tight end out. And with Fred Warner traveling with him, this looks like man coverage. So Geno is going to check the play to Metcalf's side and put Metcalf on a fade. He thinks he's got Metcalf on Jimmy Ward with a fade from the slot with a single safety. But right before the snap, Hufanga bails out, and you'll see us drop into cover 2 zone, with Fred Warner playing the flat coverage. So Geno sees the safety rotate over the top of Metcalf and has to move on to his check down, who stops short of the line to gain, and the play ends with a taunting penalty on Metcalf. We then are able to hold Seattle to a field goal after a good drive. It's second down and we're going to show cover 6 pre-snap, which is cover 4 plus cover 2. The Seahawks have a scissors concept dialed up, which is a deep corner paired with a deep post that will put a deep safety in a horizontal stretch, or it can work against a matching cover 4 if the deeper routes get converted to man coverage. In the play though, we're in cover 4 and Hufanga and Lenore do a nice job of exchanging routes. And Geno, seeing Hufanga's hips turned, thinks he's going to cover the corner route, but he drives on the post and nearly picks it off. So the next play, we're going to come out with the same look, and Seattle's going to try and take advantage with an Ohio concept. The Ohio is a protection release fade paired with an out route. So they have options if we go either cover 4 as you'll have Lockett on a linebacker, or cover 2 as you'll put a cloud defender in a vertical stretch, or if we're in palms because the corner won't trigger to a cloud coverage the same way. Normally it's on an out route by the number 2 receiver 5 yards or less, but this will be at 8 yards. Schematically, they do win as we'll be in cover 6 and Lenore has to squeeze the fade route long enough, and you'll see how the concept works by driving Lenore deeper and Lockett is open. But the pass rush, the whole unknown process, especially after nearly throwing a pick, Geno isn't as quick with the ball out and the pass rush has time to get home. Here we come with a twist from Omenihu and Armstead. Omenihu does a nice job of drawing a double team and freeing up Armstead on the rush. If we go back to the all-22, my favorite part is Fred Warner telling the offense they now have to kick a field goal on 4th down. Then, with time winding down in the first half, Dre Greenlaw forces a fumble to set up the offense near the goal line. And this touchdown run is just running behind your 2 biggest guys, Williams and Banks. Then coming out of the half, we get a huge play for a touchdown on the second play of the drive. So if you've watched my review video of the Dolphins game, this is a play you'll remember. We motion Jennings across and end up in a 4x1 set, and are going to run this spot concept with Juice out as a lead blocker on a swing pass, with Ayuk on a backside slant. And with the defender traveling, this is going to reveal man coverage. Now somewhere between these 2 defenders is a bust. One of these guys was supposed to pick up Kittle. Good job by Purdy to work through his progressions to find Kittle uncovered for the touchdown, as he'll first look to Ayuk on the slant, see it's taken away and work to the spot route, then the corner route. And Kittle is so dangerous with the ball in his hands as he'll avoid 2 tacklers for a score. On Seattle's next drive, we're again able to hold them to a field goal after a long drive. Down near the red zone, it starts out with Ebukam drawing a holding penalty after badly beating the right tackle. So then, after a loss of a yard on a quick pass to Metcalf, they're going to try and use Metcalf to open up Lockett. So we run a lot of Palms coverage like I've talked about, and so they're going to run Metcalf on a post route to try and draw Ward and Gibson and run Lockett on a deep post. At the snap, Warner squeezes Lockett's seam route and then passes it off to Hufanga, who forces Geno to hold the ball. But Bosa also got in so quick. But you see, it's a marriage of coverage and pass rush. The good coverage allows Bosa just enough time for him to get home. And sometimes the pass rush gets home just in time before the coverage can break down. And it forces Seattle to just try and get enough back for a field goal. Then on the next drive for Seattle, we get a big sack on another really well-disguised call by Ryans. This is stuff I love because it's so much of the chess match. So Mooney Ward was out in the concussion protocol, and Seattle starts out by motioning Metcalf across. And with Lenoir traveling and everyone else aligned like it's man, this looks like man coverage, with Gibson as the single safety. Then just before the snap, you can see Hufanga drop out, and we shift to a cover 2 zone, just like how we saw earlier with Fred Warner doing the same thing. Seattle wanted Metcalf on a curl route, which would have been tough for Lenoir, who had to respect over the top. But with the switch to zone, Warner is sitting on Metcalf's route, where Geno is looking to go with the ball, who then has to hold the ball, and it allows the pass rush to get home. From the end zone, we're running a stunt with Armstead and Ebukam, and the center tries to come over late, but Ebukam fights through it and gets the sack. Again, the marriage of good coverage and good pass rush. Then on their next drive, we start out with another sack as 4 out of 5 Seahawk linemen disapprove of this play. Then on offense, Jordan Mason will seal the game. This is just awesome power football. Here we're coming with an end trap where you'll have Warner, Williams, and Banks all blocked down, Juice kick out the end man, and have Brunskill pull and lead up through the hole. First, Warner is going to do a great job of driving his man down the line. And Banks will handle his guy, allowing Trent to get up on the linebacker. These are what really open this play up. Juice cuts the end man, and Brunskill kicks out the other linebacker, and you see it's a parting of the oceans. And you have Mason one-on-one with the safety, and we see why so many people are high on this kid, and he nearly gets in for the score, but it seals the game. Well, that's it for this week, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the notifications button to be alerted to when a video goes live, and to stay up to date with all upcoming content. Also, if you'd like to support the channel in any way, I'll have links for that below. This week, the team has a big challenge against a dangerous Commanders team on Christmas Eve. But as always, the key will be health. So, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and go Niners.